stroke because you have to just try and make something.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
we'll wait and see the final score, but Andy also might have just put nails in the coffin and hold something out. That's
it
entirely
could have been
possible.
a 33-29 situation.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Andy play hidden temple and just hole out 3 or 4 times on the front 9.
But I'm just saying, if he's up 3 after 14, Eddie's probably going to, no bite,
so
nothing, and just run at holes.
So that sets up a match tomorrow morning of Andy Haas and Bobby Kennedy.
Really?
That's my guy. That's my pony right there is Bobby Kennedy, 31 seed who is now 2-0.
Oh, good for him. Seriously.
What a great guy.
Awesome.
That's my guy. I'll tell you great things like you say great things about Fox.
I didn't say anything great about Fox. I was just telling you facts. I'm being serious.
I'm going to tell you some facts about Bobby, and if we keep playing matches tonight, I'll tell you some facts about Bobby.
I do love Fox, but I was honestly telling you that.
Oh, you knew.
Analytically, I've watched this guy play before, and that's just what he does.
And I've watched Bobby Boucher play quite a few rounds of Golden Tee, and all I can say is thank God we are done for him playing tonight.
Yeah.
Because if we played another hour, I can beat him.
So I'm a big Bobby Boucher fan, right?
That's my guy. That's my guy.
I will say that I am so glad he's here. I'm so glad he's healthy. I'm so glad he got through that, and he's back with us.
Yeah. I had tried to offer a kidney to him already.
I mean, there was times where I thought I might not see him again.
Yeah.
And he's still here. And he's
fantastic
better than
guy.
ever. And
fantastic guy.
I just love him. And if there's anybody in this bracket that I would like to run through it, it'd probably be him, honestly.
I mean, I'd love it too. I probably would not be playing in these tournaments if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it's about.
He's the one that if things worked out a little better, I would have played Nashville or St. Louis both times with him.
I'm seriously, I'm like.
Yeah, and he's such a great guy.
Literally worried about him.
Oh, there was reason to be.
Yeah.
There definitely was reason to be. So it's great to see Bobby here and healthy, and Katie giving everyone rides around.
How often do we get worried about somebody, and then we're worried about them, and then things don't go right? And so
we're worried about him, then Mouth's doing a 24-hour stream for him,
And that's why I love this, is because we're worried about him, and this is a good story.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
We prayed, and he's there.
He went to
so many times that doesn't happen,
and we saw him in Vector Room just making an absolute. He made it a run at Vector Room.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah,
he sure did. You ain't kidding. Yeah, this is.
But yeah, no, Boucher is my guy. Boucher is what brings me to Golden Tee tournaments. He's the one that got me into it. So
great guy. Get to know him. So, this is a formality at this point. Same mantra. You cannot give.
Evan's right now just looking to not make mistakes.
Yeah. You cannot give world champions 4 strokes.
At this point,
if you do, you are going to lose the match.
I'm a copper bracket player. He could tap me in right now. I could probably take this thing home.
I know I take some drama out of this by the way I talk about this, but I'm just telling you what I see. I'm trying to be honest with you guys, and this match is over.
But Brewer needs to hole out 3 times to make it. Oh, almost did right there.
And it was over when he got up 2. You just can't do that.
Sorry, but you can't give David Lillard,
if you want
Damian Lillard, anything.
Yeah. But seriously, if you want to beat guys like Evan, you have to get up early, and then you have to hold the lead. That's what you do. You cannot come from behind on guys like this.
So right there, we're going to see Evan miss that putt. So we're still going to call it a 4-stroke match. That's going to count if it comes down to it. But so it's still a 4-stroke match. Just a rare miss by phenomenal players. Ooh. And that's not a bad miss. That's not.
Nope.
And he's
dry. As long as he doesn't get wet, he can't. There's no trouble.
And this is a.
And even if he got wet,
this is no joke right here. This is a tough hole.
Looks like as you guys probably already know, because we can only play 2 matches, this is our last match of the night for Maine, and we're gonna have a purple match, and then we're probably gonna call it a night. So you guys are looking at, we got about 21 more holes of streaming here. The purple match will be riveting, like they always are. But this is our last main bracket match, and
oh wow, yeah,
man.
this is.
But again,
this is getting rough.
But again, well, no, it's not.
Brewer's chasing strokes.
Exactly.
He's chasing strokes. He has to be ultra.
Nobody should judge Brewer for that shot. That shot was I have to try and make it. I have to try and make this shot.
He's getting ultra aggressive right there.
Correct. And
Casey, this is Adam Fennelly. It's play as Don Reddy. I'm a local player. Live about 6 miles from here, and I've made it to my first tournament. And it's great to be on the mic. If you guys got any questions or anything going on, just go ahead and send it, and we'll try to do our best to get those answered. Just a couple little updates from what we've seen in the tournament tonight. The purple bracket will be getting a world spot, and Worlds has been announced at Westgate. If anyone has not been to Vegas, Westgate, if you like sports,
this is becoming I mean, at the end here, it's just a clinic. It's just unfortunate this is the match we got, because both these guys wanted to win this match. But they both are playing the same game where one chases the hole out, the other guy just keeps playing safe.
And this is what happens when you lose a stroke.
Yeah.
You got to chase it.
And Brewer knows. I mean, he's going through the motions. Can we talk about the bigger issue right now?
What's that?
Like the issue that nobody's brought up, but is going to become a big issue tomorrow, and nobody seems to give a crap. This bar doesn't have Sunday ticket. We might be watching the Houston Texans tomorrow.
You know, if they've got like a Wi-Fi, like a Fire Stick, I can get them a login. We're gonna need that to not happen.
Let's start doing that right now.
Yeah.
Can we get on board with that? Because this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna get like a noon Houston game, and then we're gonna get the Cowboys at 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah. I mean, on the bright side for me, the Bears and Packers are Sunday Night Football. I mean, I say bright side like I'm not going to brutally lose.
Let's be honest. Like, it's all about fantasy, right?
Yeah. I really just need red zone.
Nobody is starting anybody on the Texans unless you're dart throwing Brandon Cooks. Okay. And then you got the Cowboys, and it's CeeDee Lamb or Ezekiel Elliott.
You know what? I got Amari Cooper.
For Christ's sake, might as well be in a wheelchair.
I got Amari Cooper. I got Amari Cooper. He's healthy, I think. I'm not
that's
sure.
okay too, but it's like no.
Nobody wants to watch that game. Nobody wants to watch that game,
especially the Houston game. I'll watch the Cowboys game. I mean, I think that's a good game.
That's gonna be a good game. It'll be better if the Cowboys lose. Sorry for all the Cowboys fans.
But it's a lot more fun if you're watching all of that game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, and NFL is boss. I mean.
I'm just the type of guy. I got a lot of fantasy football teams. So when it comes to Sunday, I'm a Bears fan. If they're not playing, I
love
red
Golden
zone.
Tee, but my favorite part of this tournament, because I come to this tournament every year, I've been doing it for like 10 years, is it's a huge fantasy weekend tournament, and you're playing your matches, and you're looking up at the games that are going on.
Oh yeah, because this
and you got that match going, you got the match you're playing going, And it's just fun. You know what I mean?
This, for the most part, is a weekend that will determine whether you're in the playoffs or not.
Oh, for NFL and fantasy teams.
Yeah.
This is just a big swing weekend.
Yeah.
And we're going to be here
to get Golden Tee with that is phenomenal.
Without Sunday ticket.
I'm going to have it on my phone.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing that same thing.
I got you, though.
I talked to Haas about that earlier. He said phone utilization is in play tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll probably be giving updates on the stream.
Dustin, here, right here, we got Dustin. Dustin was a housemate of mine until he wasn't. He had to take a final or something, and more power to him. I wanted him to get his education.
Yeah.
Look at him. He agrees. Red zone is crack. And it is. It really is.
I hope we're seeing that.
But it's only crack if you have fantasy.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing ever if you're a fantasy. My wife can't stand it, but I love it.
All right, comment section. I want you guys to tell me, how many of you guys sit with your phone in your hand with your fantasy teams and watch Red Zone at the same time?
Absolutely.
Who doesn't do that?
Absolutely. My wife can't stand it, and it's even better.
And you're on a certain league, right? You're on the league. You're on the live scoring.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then a guy in your other league scores, and what do? You immediately switch to the other league.
Yeah.
To watch those points show up.
Well, what sucks is when you're in multiple leagues and you're pumped about that guy scoring until you realize you're facing that guy in a different league.
So that's the worst.
And then you're like, I'm in too many leagues.
It's like, I got to win this game, but I don't want to lose this one.
That's when you're like, I need Justin Jefferson to do great,
and you're
like not that great to knock me out of another match. It's rough.
Like, I want him to get 27, but not 32.
I mean, I'm in a league where you get a bonus if you get a touchdown over 40, but in the other league you don't get it. So I need him to go from distance.
Oh, man. It's Pornhub.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Great comment, Facebook user.
And I was just reading the comments when I said that.
Hey, and we're over here and we can see the comments. If you guys want to get on YouTube and log in, subscribe, that would be fantastic. Help the stream out.
Oh, my God.
Help build the brand.
Smash the subscribe button. That's all we need.
And also give it the likes. Let's get some positive things going. Share it. Get your friends watching.
Do you guys know how you have your own accounts, but then you've also made your daughters' and sons' accounts?
Yeah, watch it on your iPad and your phone.
And you're in charge of those accounts. Go in there, subscribe on those accounts too. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Because even if you
make your wife subscribe, make your wife subscribe.
Correct.
Get her.
If
to
you
watch
subscribe on your kids' accounts, they're not going to watch it.
But
at least you got the subscriber.
But you're helping build the brand, okay?
Yeah.
And as Pat McAfee has taught me, it's for the brand.
Spread the word. Spread it.
For a second there, I thought you were about to give word of mouth a plug.
No, I'm not a big fan of doing that.
You give Jason Stark a plug, though?
I love Mouth. But Mouth's his own guy. What do we got? Wow, he said good commentary.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Thank
surprise.
you. We're going to keep this going as long as we've got matches to call.
So is this our purple match, Andy? Or we got a little kegs,
Matt
Van Hoosier action?
And wow, this, any other tournament, this could easily be a gold bracket
I was
match.
just going to say, this is a purple match.
And we got Baja. How many holdouts do you see coming? So we're at least down to a 29 setup, but
I got to be honest.
This is a purple bracket matchup. I say it takes.
I got to be honest. My producers are not going to like this.
You're calling this over?
You want to suck the drama out of a night?
You're just giving this to Cags.
Do it with the Baja on the last match tonight. Come on.
Hey, you know what? There's excitement when it comes to Baja because I think even being purple bracket, to show these fields, I think with the purple bracket, we're already down to looking at, with one not being there,
all right.
At best we're at a 29 setup.
My point is, it's still
we're going to stay competitive.
It's still anybody's game, but I prefer swing holes over hole out chasing.
Yeah.
Now we're chasing hole outs.
And also with
If
it
we're
being,
on Monte, we're like, who's going to make the first mistake?
but also
You know
with
what I
it
mean?
being Baja, we might be commentating for the next 39 holes. Like, you never know.
I can promise you that I will not be sitting here for 39 holes. I will be here for the next 18 holes.
You think there's a winner in 18 holes?
No. I'm thinking I'm leaving after 18 holes. Because
There's going to be some cash games that you can't resist.
I
Understandable.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's give a
All
shout
right, here we
out
go.
to,
So
let's give a shout
what
out
are you
to
doing
Steve
here?
Stobel.
What are you doing
I'm
here?
taking a 5-wood bite and I'm going to hammer it.
High
with,
tee.
with some cut. There's
But
going
high
to be some
tee,
cut.
right?
Yeah.
High tee? Yeah. So I would thumb a high 3-wood. Naked or release. That's what he's doing. Anything that gets to the hole, a shot like that, it has to get to the hole, because if it doesn't have a chance of going in.
And so
this shot here
is
that Matt
absolutely
hit-
a chip, and he needs to make this. That you can't miss that chip.
But the initial shot that Matt hit had 0% chance of going in the hole.
yeah.
Kegs
And when you're
probably
playing,
had like a 20% chance.
and when you're playing Baja, hitting shots that are just layups, you're not putting yourself in a position to
You
win.
can't
the game.
leave balls short. You just can't do that.
Really on Baja, you can't play a shot that doesn't have a chance of going in, because instead of looking for a mistake right here, you're chasing hole outs.
I leave balls short all the time. Oh, wow.
That's a good run. That's a good ball.
But every time I do it, I think to myself, I'm like, dude, you never gave that ball a chance to go in the hole.
Yeah.
You have, and in match play, it's just amplified. Like, you have to give balls a
And then,
chance to
we've
go.
already got blood in the water.
Wow.
Cags, no problem.
Wow.
30,000 GSP
Look
for that.
at the emotion on his face. There's nothing there. Stone.
You know what? Matt Van Hoosier is just jamming out to some Miley Cyrus right back there, just shaking his head like there's a party in the USA.
All right, I'm going to do it again.
You're calling this over?
It's over.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Miley Cyrus is going to power Matt Van Hoosier.
I hate to be
into
that
a
guy.
hole out.
I hate to be that guy, but I know these players.
No, I'm seeing Van Hoosier. He's definitely got the Miley going.
Do you guys have like? Do you guys have to like put the kids to bed or any of that kind of stuff? Like, is everybody excited to maybe sleep a little earlier than normal? No, I'm kidding.
And let's give a shout out to Steve Sobel.
I'm kidding. Anybody could win this match.
Let's also give a shout out to Steve Sobel. For starters, I was impressed that the Calcutta was done at 12:30.
Wow. So he was on name like 13, and I was like, oof, this guy's losing his voice.
Yeah.
And then he took that little break
And it came back
at like 74.
harder, better, faster, stronger.
And I was standing next to the speaker, and I almost died. Like, it was like a wall of sound just ramming me over. It was unbelievable. Like, I was like, well, I guess he didn't lose his voice. It was unbelievable.
But
And he just kept going.
Poor guy. He's at 300 for mouth. Anyone else? I'm starting mouth at 300. Nobody bid.
Did you hear that though? Where he was like,
I had actually just bought Jeff McClellan and was asking if he wanted half of them. Yeah. I love some Urban Meyer. So I had just bought him, and I turned around and found out that mouth was already out. Like, Sobel got him.
that's nuts. All right. What are you doing here?
Well, I definitely
plumbing this.
play stouts, so I'm not taking the Matt Van Hoosier play right there, and I'm going to.
There's nothing wrong with what he did, but personally, I would have went right one and just thumbed that.
Yeah, I definitely would have thumbed it.
And ran it down the hill.
Is Cags playing something else as well?
No,
I mean,
they're both playing stouts.
Matt Van Hoosier is definitely not playing.
Yeah,
stouts.
you're probably right. I think Matt's playing Titans.
Matt Van Hoosier is playing
Because
Titans.
Matt is a hardcore anti-stout guy. You're right. Keggs is playing stouts, but he's playing for the same reason. Probably 40% of the guys are playing them.
Because
Not because they want to, because they have to
absolutely.
compete.
And I'm a little bit of a newer player. I played grabbers and Titans, and I would switch back to Titans in a heartbeat.
Oh, I love Titans.
They're fantastic ball, but
if they took Titans out tomorrow, all the people playing stouts would go right to Titans.
you're saying if they took stouts out tomorrow. Sorry, they took stouts out tomorrow.
Oh wait, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I got what you meant, not what you said.
That doesn't mean they're going to. I'm just saying if it happened, everybody would go right back to Titans.
Right to Titans.
Yep.
I'm not playing grabbers. Mouth had mentioned barrages earlier. I'd be right back to Titans. Unless we're playing that close to the
only
pin.
way, the reason we got to Titans was because they had hurdles, they had barrage, they had grabbers, and every time that we went to the next one, and we eventually got to Titans, was because they were better than the ball before that.
Absolutely.
So nobody would ever go back to barrage or hurdles or whatever.
Now we saw
because Titans was the best ball until you.
And we saw some guys
win
switch from, I remember playing Titans. A lot of guys played Titans or streaks. And I was trying to determine.
Streaks is situational.
Yeah.
There's guys that play them, but like you would use streaks on like Castleshire or anything where like hole one is an extra 15 yards longer than other hole ones.
Yeah, then boom.
Yeah. So, like, for instance, I played streaks on Highland Links.
Okay, the classic course of the week.
Yes. I'm not playing them this week on Highland Links.
Oh.
But back then I did because there was just so many holes that you
Matt just gave up a second stroke. Ouch.
That's going to.
Great guy, but.
That's going to hurt. I lost the match on this course tonight, too. I mean, I got down 2, and I felt like the match was over, and it sure was. You just can't do that. You can't do it on this course. You can't do it on this quality of player.
I mean, and Keggs is the number 33 qualifier. He was the last guy that didn't make main.
Yeah.
So that.
But streaks are course specific.
Yeah.
The problem with stouts is there's nothing wrong with having a half-win ball. I think it's actually an interesting concept.
And Matt's going to take his
think it's
approach
a really
with one
good
of them
thing.
double win balls as a stout player. I'll call him.
Yeah,
I'll call him cheating double win balls when I need that win to bring it back.
I think stouts is a really good thing to break people into this game. But the problem with stout balls is they go as far as the Titans.
Yeah. So
if they just took a little bit of distance off them, everybody would change. They go right back to the Titans.
So I think it's a great ball to bring people into the game, but if you want to get better at the game, play some, save yourself $1. Play some casual rounds. Play a different ball.
I'm not
kidding. But learn some cuts and things.
If you took 10 yards off of that ball on every club, none of these pros would be playing them.
None of the pros would. I would probably still.
That's the issue with stouts is they go the same distance as all the other balls.
And unless you saw, the par 3 contest, you'd see just everyone playing stouts, just thumbing stouts in.
All right. Sorry, back to the match,
but Matt really needs a hole out.
Yeah, big time.
Desperately needs it, and this is not a bad hole to get it, and this is not a rough look. Matt
is the current president of the PEGT Tour Board.
Sure is. Who this week had?
He also ran the doubles tournament. On yesterday.
Steve Page, and the rest of the crew, they went and got some lunch and left.
So
Matt in charge.
So you have Steve Page and you have Russ. And that's your core.
Yeah.
And if they need a fourth guy, Matt Van Hoosier's that guy. So he's kind of the
Wow, Gary.
The AAA guy that call him up every once in a while, or he's just there if they need him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He always steps up.
Yep.
Matt's a great ambassador of the game. But
All right.
I'll tell you, with that last shot, I mean, Gary's looking like he's going to leave him no opportunity.
You know what?
Love the guy. He's a big teddy bear. You want to go give him a hug. That was a rough one.
We've been blessed with a couple of matches that just weren't what we wanted them to be, and that's okay.
We're still early in brackets.
Okay.
You're going to see some guys running hot. You're going to see some guys running gold.
That's what you get every once in a while, and that's the nature of Golden Tee tournaments, and that's the way it goes. And you know what? Games like this make you realize it can happen to anybody.
You know, Gary might be giving one back here if he doesn't make the chip. He cut it in a little bit. Matt's going to have to. Yeah. He might just.
But again, now Matt.
I was looking to see if Matt would just flat out fold this in.
Matt is more prone to mistakes now because now he has to make everything.
Yeah.
And so he either cuts the lead or it extends.
Yep.
Because of what he has to do now.
And these are chips these guys are going to make 98% of the time. But
he's either going to hold out these shots that he's trying to make, or he's going to go long and have to chip in. So he's in a position where he's probably going to give up some more strokes because he's going to try and make every shot.
And, you know, I ran into this in the qualifier myself. Just nerves got me a little bit, overhit some balls. And then while I was on Baja, after missing some strokes, I started chasing them just in qualifier.
Yeah.
You know, rookie mistake. It was a rookie mistake, but I started chasing strokes and started making more mistakes.
You don't want to do that. I mean, you do want to do it in a match because
yeah, absolutely.
It's life or death.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in qualifier, you have to have a short memory.
Yeah.
You screw up, boom.
And Michelob Ultra helps the short memory.
You cannot change the past.
Yeah.
You will never. I don't care who you are, what you do. Nobody can ever change the past. All you can do is do better going forward. And look, a lot of the problems with the players in these qualifiers is they make a mistake
and compound it,
and they're trying to make up for that mistake, and that's not how this game works.
And it could have gone a lot worse.
You make the mistake, and you try to get all the rest of the holes correct.
Yeah, it could have gone a lot worse, but I had the very great benefit of qualifying with GBK, who by the third round qualifier looked at me and offered to buy me a shot to calm the nerves.
Sounds like it was getting out of hand then.
It was on Forest Knoll. On Forest Knoll, I blew up. I blew up on 4. Just a cut shot around, I clipped the tree, and then just continued to hit that same tree. And he looked at me and was just like, "I'm gonna buy you a shot so you calm down." So because he's like, because I know me.
I feel bad for you.
He's like, I know me, and you want to punch something right now, and I was like. It's whatever. I'm just going to walk away. And he bought me a shot. GVK, great guy.
I feel bad for you right now because I've had bad qualifiers, and I would rather have it melt away slowly
than just blow up on something.
Correct.
And the other thing is, looking back on it.
The big blow-up hole, it's just this massive gut punch, and all of a sudden you're like,
and honestly, if I didn't blow up on that hole, I would be playing in a different bracket. But it's all right. I'm going to be the first copper bracket champion. Calling it now.
So I know how that feels because I did when I missed a cut. That happened to me, and it was just like.
And you're just looking back.
I was doing so good, and then all of a sudden on one hole I was like, it's over.
Yeah, just the one blow up.
Like
hole.
That's it. It's over.
And I'll tell you right now, in a 5-round qualifier for the level of player I am, having one blow up hole is. Pretty typical for me in a 5 rounds. If I play 5 rounds, I'm probably going to blow up once.
Yeah, but if you want to get good at this game, you keep coming to these tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah.
You keep playing with these players.
I'm pretty sure I'm where I need to be to improve a little bit.
And you always have to realize or think, it always has to be in your head that half of this game is before you ever hit the shot.
Yeah.
It's what you decide to do.
80% of this game is half mental.
It's what you decide to do. It's the decision-making on the shot to hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just pound away and hope for the best. You got to stop every once in a while and say, "Hey, what really should I do here? Like,
When
what's
you
the
can pound
best
away and
thing
hope
I
for the
can
best,
do
you
here?"
just better put yourself in a club position where you can pound away at it.
Yeah, and if you don't stop and think about that, you're probably never going to be as good as you want to be.
Because we are starting to wind down here
Yeah,
for the
this
night.
is,
We've got just a few holes left, but
This is it.
there is still a lot of Golden Tee left to play tomorrow to finish this tournament. We also have Top Gun and Little Gun tomorrow. We are going to see
Oh,
two.
what a chip.
Wow, Matt.
What a chip.
Okay.
Nice job.
Make it a match.
Nice
Make it a
job.
match.
Yeah, we got a ways to go here, but
We're gonna see-
it's fun to get something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
We're going to see Top Gun and Little Gun be
So
decided
now we cut
tomorrow.
it to 2. So let's be honest. It's probably over, but there's a chance, like 17, you hit a rock, it shoots into the water. You know,
Absolutely. 17, anything can happen.
3 is almost insurmountable. When you cut it to 2, though, now it's a one-stroke game. It's a one-stroke game where this guy makes one mistake, and if it's the right mistake, we're tied.
Also, just a quick little reminder: fill up on tees and balls when at tournaments.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we're seeing Gary
Well,
buy some tees here.
I
real
think
quick.
this is a necessity play here.
He's buying it out of necessity. I'm just using it
Why
as a
did he buy the
reminder.
$1? Whoever does that, take the deal.
He did buy a $2 one as well. He did buy 2.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
But with as much as in his player wallet, I don't know why he didn't just go ahead and buy.
The $2. Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently he just wanted 60. Just wanted 60.
I think 60 would have been the good. Wow, oh, nice chip there.
Wow. Nice, Matt.
Oh, he gave us a nod for that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that. So we've got a couple of holes left, and it's going to be the wrap for tonight after this one. But we will still be back tomorrow for more Golden Tee. We've got 2 tournaments to be decided, 2 world passes
Boy.
to be handed out.
I love this setup. Like, I'm a big time thumber, and I am. Just,
I was gonna
like,
say,
I'm
this-
like licking my
This
chops
screams thumb
on
back
this setup.
spin.
Yeah, this is just let it fly.
Pretty sure I've aced this look
So he
before.
palmed it, but he also pulled it. He also moved it back. A thumber would have left that up front and just give
Yes,
it a
sir.
snap that baby. A little backspin on it.
Which Gary's about to do.
Correct.
And just snap this in for funsies. Oh, no, just
All
a
right.
little short.
So it looked great, but not all thumb shots are equal. A lot of like that visually looked really good, but that distance wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I would have been the same as Gary. I would have came up short there because I would have tried to thumb that 5-bird, thinking it was going to carry down that hill, and it just didn't do it. I'm also going to thumb this shot. This is a thumb high tee release, 10.5. Let's see what Matt does.
Well, he's playing the Titans, so I'm not
Correct.
sure
Yeah,
if
that's
that,
true.
So
Yeah.
for Stouts, that 10 high release is just fine.
Yep.
Matt's going to have to draw this one back with that 16 in the face because he's playing a true 16.
And where he put this tee, he has to go in between those 2 cactuses. Wow. He went around the right side of the
that looks like a great ball.
Wow,
Just
nice
dropped.
shot.
I
Wow.
wanted it to go for funsies.
So I assumed he was going to have to go through the 2 cactuses because I thought he was going to take a direct route. I did not think he was going to cut.
What's he taking on this? A 5 high? Oh.
This is, again, We talked about this last. This is a safety shot.
Yeah, he's just putting mid-green. That shot
He's
was
like,
at the
all
middle
I have
of the
to
green.
do here is make a birdie.
He said, I'm going for the win, not the hole
And
in
we
one.
made a birdie. And that's
the
that's
match.
all she wrote.
So we still got plenty of Golden Tee to be played tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, tons of action tomorrow. Can you imagine? We've
It's
got
going to be great.
We've got the end of this tournament. We've got the Top Gun tournament, which is like it's like the FedEx Cup of Golden Tee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is it. It's the Champions Tournament. Everybody's going to be there. It deserves to be there, and it's going to be a fight to the finish. And somebody's going to walk away with the golden track
A
ball.
lot of money extra in their pocket.
Correct. Yeah.
And not to mention just making the Little Gun tournament. You know, you've been to a few of these. The Little Gun tournament, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see a World's Pass get handed out for that.
We sure
We're gonna
are.
see a World's Pass get handed out for the Purple Bracket. That was announced earlier tonight. Purple Bracket winner will get a World's Pass.
Long story short, we got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's
gonna be an
we
interesting
got
day.
the winner of the Houston Open tomorrow. We're gonna find out who that is. We're also gonna find out who the Top Gun champion is.
Player of the
We're
year.
also gonna find out
Player
who
of
the
year.
Little Gun champion is, which is also gonna be somebody that qualifies for Worlds.
Yep.
It never ends. This is it. This is the end of our season tomorrow.
And this is the
We have a
the
season.
biggest
and
tournament.
tomorrow's the end.
Biggest Golden Tee tournament PEG Tour has ever put on. I think the record was going into this, what,
We got
158?
202. First time over 200 players.
We're at
This is it, man.
202. And hey, we're only going up from here.
There's
We're
no
only going up from
crescendo.
here.
The crescendo is years down the road.
We're only going up from here.
Years
I
down the
hope
road.
I hope Sussex is ready to see 250.
So we're going to sign off. We like talking to you guys tonight, calling the games for you. We need to go see some friends, have a good time. But there's tons of action tomorrow.
Hey, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Tune in.
And get ready for some exciting Golden Tee.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go play some money games.
2021 has been another crazy year in the world. The live Golden Tee tournament events have been just the break we needed. This year's tournament circuit started off in exciting fashion at the Wisconsin Open back in March, where Minnesota's Andy Fox took down the seemingly unstoppable Paul Anthony Luna in overtime. Luna wouldn't stay down for long, though, as he would fight his way back the following month at the Florida Open, taking down veteran player Ryan McCook to secure his first 2021 victory. And at the Missouri Open in June, hometown player Joe Massara was handed another second-place trophy, once again at the hands of Houston's Paul Luna, continuing his winning streak. We then made our way to the Music City Madness in Nashville, Tennessee for the very first time, where Paul Luna once again stood tall, this time taking down two-time world champion Andy Haas to claim victory. Luna's streak would end in October at the Carolina Clash, though, because Illinois' Clint Grover, a player who days before the tournament wasn't sure if he'd even be able to make it, would end up taking down Ohio's Gary Sheldon for the title. And as we get ready for this year's final tournament events on December 9th through December 12th, we look back to 2019's Austin Holiday Classic, where we saw Andy Haas double-dip King of the Hill David Duncan to win the championship. This year's Dallas Holiday Classic has $11,000 added to the prize pool and over 200 players already signed up. Following the Holiday Classic is the Top Gun Little Gun Player of the Year events, where in 2019 we saw Lance Harris win his very first Power Events tournament. Who will walk away with the top titles of the year and part of the $35,000 prize pool? Will any of the usual suspects dominate again? Or will we have brand new champions on our hands going into 2022? We will find out in a very short time. Sign up today at PEGTtour.com or watch it live at GoldenTee.com.
That's what I wanted to see. I thought you made it up. I'm still not sure.
Grace Fred, Jack Larkin, he's still playing. John Evers, Ron Nelson, he's still playing. But yes? John Evers, Ron Nelson, he's still playing.